In the quiet countryside of Kikuyu, Kiambu County, a unique kind of farming thrives, one that barks, bites and brings in big business. This is Kitusa Canines, where Tony Kitusa turns man's best friend into man's best investment.
Good boy. Good boy. Turn. Sit. Position. Stay. This same dog can be used to people who don't speak. They use their sign language. My job is dog training and dog breeding. And here in my kennel, I breed the German Shepherd working line. When I say working line, we have German Shepherds, two types. We have the shoreline and the working line. So what I have here is the working line dogs.
I don't know much about dogs, but I thought German Shepherds was this type. I've never seen
a black one. Yes, these are dogs that were bred during the Berlin War, and mostly they were bred to work for long hours, and they proved to work longer hours than the black and tan, which is the shoreline. The black shepherd and the sable, and another one we call bicolor. These proved to work for longer hours, yes. And it's a dog that can work even for 24 hours without food, without water.
Tony's passion started more than 4 decades ago. His first dogs, mongrels, what he fondly calls the Kenyan Shepherds.
When I was a young boy, about 40-something years ago, I found my family with the dogs. So when we moved to Nairobi in 1982, we also started keeping dogs. And I think my passion has grown from there to business. Yes.
So by then you still had this, these hybrid dogs. Zile zamta.
In the 80s, I used to have mongrels. Mongrels is what we call the Kenyan Shepherd.
Okay.
Yes.
The one that is always, you meet it in the wedding.
Yes. Yes, the ones you meet in the weddings. Those are called Kenyan Shepherds. Yes, or the mongrel. Yes. And it's also a very good dog. If you train it for security, it's a good dog.
Dog breeding isn't guesswork. At Kitusa Canines, it's a science. It starts with lineage, understanding the bloodlines, health records, and work traits.
Before you start breeding, there is something you call lineage selection. Lineage selection is you have to have done thorough search of what you want to breed and what the outcome of that dog will be before you start even selecting that puppy you want to breed in future. Have you seen the parents? Have you seen their health? How are they? Then from there you can start and select a few puppies, or male or female, from different kennels and the lineage of the breeding. AI, it's there, but now that's done at the labs. But when you are a breeder, you just select a male and a female, and there is a way we do it. Yes, because in dogs, when the dog is on season, if you breed for a while, there are days you select when to breed. When the female is on season, it starts spotting. And especially the working line dogs, they will spot for like 10 days. And then on the 10th or 11th day, it's the right time for the dog to breed. Yes, you introduce the male. The dog will take about 60 to 63 days before it gives birth, and it has to get a special care. You improve on its diet. You give it less walks. You give it enough space where it can have a little bit walk, not just a kennel. You can let it in a compound, room the compound. It has to exercise once in a while.
Puppies are fed, weaned and socialized with care. For the first 4 days, survival is critical. After 3 months and full vaccination, they are ready for new homes.
Because when it was, when they had their first lock, when I say their first lock is when they met first. From there, it's when you count the 60 days to 63 days. And before that, you would have prepared a whelping. A whelping is a whelping box where the mother will give birth. It has to be well lit, well protected from the cold, and maybe you can add the warmth bulb for the puppies when they are born, yes. Once the puppies are born, and we say they are stillbirth till they are day 4. So you cannot say you have 10 puppies before you see they have attained their day 4. Day 4 means this dog can be born and it takes about even 4 days until it dies. Then you have to know the cause of death. Was it pneumonia? Was it what? Like that. So a well taken care of dog will take about 3 days, 4 days to say now you have 5 or 7 puppies. Then these puppies will breastfeed for about a month. Then after the 30th day to 35 days, you start weaning. Weaning will start with very, very soft food because these dogs cannot chew. They can only lick. Okay? And from there, you start with soft foods for like 2 weeks. And then on the 7th week, you can introduce now hard. Yes. Soft meat, minced meat, yes, yogurt.
In Kenya, dog breeding is now serious agribusiness. Youth are especially embracing this opportunity. Whether it's in Eldoret, Kakamega or Kiambu, youth are redefining farming with paws, not plows. At Kitusa Canines, Tony trains for protection, obedience and championship.
So this is how we do food control with my dogs. I can put this food down here and my dog won't eat until I give it a command. This is also the best way to control on food poisoners. The dog will only eat when you command it to eat.
Oh.
And this will happen during feeding programs. Eat. Yes, stop. No, sit. Stay. The dog can stay in that position till you give it another command for it to be free.
So unaweza enda town na urudi na
the same position.
What?
When you are doing the competitions of obedience, the dog is supposed to be on one position for about 5 minutes. So when you are training the dog, you train with 10 minutes plus, so that when you are doing the competitions, the dog won't let you down. So you train your dog using off-leash. Off-leash is your dog can walk here, we call it heel position, and it will listen to you and you can walk anywhere you want. Yoko, here. Heel. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Turn. Here. Heel. Good boy. Here. Heel. Good boy. Turn. Sit. At the same time, you can use the same dog and tell it to run if you want to jog. You can jog a little bit with your dog. Jog. Here. Run. Here. 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 Come. Rocco. Here. Run. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Turn. Sit. Position. Stay. This same dog can be used to people who don't speak. They use their sign language. For the dog, you command the dog using sign language. Yoko. Sit.
So when it comes to training, they say you cannot train an old dog new tricks.
That's a myth. Because my dogs have been brought dogs here which are 7 years old. The only thing that takes time is to control from that bad thing to the good thing. And it takes about 2 weeks. From there, the dog is trainable. Yes. Yeah. Of course, it's an old dog, but you are teaching it something new. And what makes it understand better is your consistency. If you do it every day, the dog will get used. Yes. When you want a dog, I think as a first owner, I always advise people to start with a young dog, which is about 3 months old. 3 months old, you will have done all the vaccination. You start with parvo, DHLP, and rabies. Then from there, that dog is okay at your premises. And later on, it's you who know what you want to train your dog in. Because if I train it at my premises and this dog is trained on protection and you want a pet, not a protection dog, you see we will have conflicted. Yes.
He explains the difference between Japanese Spitz, Chihuahuas, and Maltese, often mislabeled by local owners.
Japanese Spitz is what most of the Kenyans call it a Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Is it a Chihuahua?
No. Even the word is not Chihuahua. It's Chihuahua. It's a Chinese word. We are a very small breed of dog, and they are not common in Kenya. So the Japanese Spitz, mostly people keep it in their houses as pets, not security dogs. And the reason you go to many dog owners or dog breeders and find those Japanese Spitz, they are high alert dogs, and they are commonly used to alert the guard dogs. They are very high intelligence in alert. So it will alert the big dogs who can bite and say, oh, something has happened, we have to go and check. Yes.
So as a dog trainer, a dog breeder, you also, you're in the business of, breeding or, farming dogs.
Yes.
What would you say is people inclined to more when they are coming to you to buy dogs?
Security. Most people who get dogs from me, they want the dog for security. Me, I keep the German Shepherd. Another person will keep a Rottweiler, another person a Boabel. So when I say German Shepherds are the best, that is according to my kennel. Yes, because I have experience with them. Yes, but if I say they are the best, I will not be in good books with people who give other dogs.
Feeding a 40 kg dog like a Sebo takes 3 kgs of food daily. Add vaccinations, grooming and parasite control, and the work adds up. With great dogs comes great responsibility. Tony trains them to obey even his 10-year-old daughter, but reminds owners that a bite outside your compound is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Through referrals and social media, Tony sells not just dogs but trust. His brand stands on integrity, quality and care. From back to business, Tony Kitusa is proof that farming isn't always about crops. It can be about canines too.
What?
For Farm Guide, I'm Paul Mbogwa.